Welcome to our final moment as this conference, except for, of course, the mic's not on, or now it is. Okay. Except for tomorrow, Congressional Education Day, which we're going to talk a little bit more about. I want to invite a very special person to the stage who's going to help kick off this final assembly. Her name is Alice Cohan. She is the National Political Director of the Feminist Majority Foundation. She is also the happy recipient of a brand new heart as of 2014, which is hard to believe because her heart is one of the biggest hearts I've ever known. But please welcome Alice Cohan.
Hi, everybody. I'm determined not to get choked up, so help me. But I wanted to just say for a moment, first of all, my heart is not only beating great in my body, it's 20 years younger than me. So figure out what age I am. Am I 64 or 44? Or tonight, looking at all of you, you give me so much energy and inspiration, I could say I'm 34. And you know, yesterday morning, I love the theme of Be You. And so I'm going to just run through real quick who I am. I'm a feminist, first of all. I'm an activist. I started out as an activist running one of the first urban 4-H programs in the country. And what we really did was ran a free school in the church, in the basement of a church in inner city Trenton, and we taught latch kids how to make easy meals, cheap meals, when they went home and there was nobody home, and so they learned how to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and grilled cheese sandwiches and stuff like that. And then on the side, we did education and reading and history and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I experienced during that time my first direct experience of racism when one of the young kids hit his head on the corner of the kitchen cabinet, and we rushed him to the hospital. It was a Catholic hospital. I know never to go there again. And they refused to treat him until his mother came, because I wasn't a legal guardian. And I held him on my lap, and his head was bleeding, and they wouldn't do anything. And another little kid, a white kid, came in with his grandparents. I don't know that they had legal custody, and they took him right in. So we called his mom. We found her. She was working in a nursing home. She got to us. We told her what had happened. She said, "They're not going to treat my little boy." We got in a car and went to a public hospital and got him treated there. And I'll never forget that. After I came to Washington, D.C., to American University to go to school, I got involved in the peace movement. And I was an anti-violent organizer. And we did direct action, civil disobedience. And it was an amazing experience. I always say I went to Washington, D.C., not so much American University, because I wasn't at class that much. I'm a great believer in internships and experience learning. But anyway, I was arrested multiple times. I was beaten by police in the back of a bus full of anti-disturbance police. When I went before the judge on that one, he looked at me and he laughed and he said, "You look like a violent revolutionary," and dismissed the case. I came out as a lesbian about 35 years ago. Actually, I met Ellie before I came out as a lesbian. And actually, make a long story short, it was the youth caucus of the founding of the National Women's Political Caucus, and my friend and I were running for steering committee. And another caucus, there was an older women's caucus and a prime of life caucus. And the Prime of a Life Caucus made a deal with us, and these two women came in to warn us that we were going to get screwed. Well, I was in, you guys, you don't know how to dress. I was in this fantastic, every color you can imagine of the rainbow, tie-dyed, floor-length caftan. And so this woman who was speaking to us was in a polyester pantsuit, blue, when polyester was not cool. And she started to warn us that we were going to get screwed. And so, I looked at this woman. I said, how old are you? And she was clearly over 30. So we kicked her out. She was right. We lost. And that person was Ellie Smeal. And it's sort of amazing that when I met her again a year later, she talked to me. And we have worked together ever since for about 40 years. So, and she has been one of the strongest supporters on lesbian rights that I've ever met. And I want to just tell you that. You have been there every step of the way. When my partner of 25 years ran for the president of Philadelphia Now, she was elected the first out lesbian president in the country. And Ellie welcomed her and asked her to be on her executive committee when she formed Philadelphia Now, Pennsylvania Now. And we were all great friends from then on. Anyway, just to wrap up, I was with Now for 20 years organizing with Ellie, and then I came to FMF for the last 20 years. And I've done field organizing, and my expertise is really mass demonstrations. I've organized most of the largest demonstrations around the country, and especially in D.C. I was the director of the March for Women's Lives in 2004, where we brought over 1 million people here to march for reproductive wives. Any of you were old enough to be there? Your moms brought you, right, as babes. Anyway, but why do I say all this? Is it because people often say to me, Alice, how do you keep going? Aren't you tired? You know why I keep going? Because every one of you are my inspiration. You give me the energy and the hope to keep going because I know you're the reinforcements that are picking up where we leave off, and we're ready to move over and bring you in and help you get up and take the leadership and go forward. And so people are going to tell you about each individual area where you can go back and organize on your campus, in your towns, in your states, in your legislatures, in the federal government. Run for office yourselves. Plan now. Get involved in campaigns. Get the experience. Think about how you want to personally have a role in changing the lives and the times of this society and how we can create social change together. You are our future. You give us help, and we need every one of you. So go back home, go forth, and organize. Yay!
All right, everybody, it's time to make Alice proud on Monday, tomorrow, when we have Congressional Visit Day. Some people have already RSVP'd for Congressional Visit Day, but I hope that even if you haven't RSVP'd, you will come. Let me tell you a little bit about what we will be doing there. So, Congressional Visit Day tomorrow starts at 9:30 in the morning, and we will meet on the Hill in the Dirksen Senate Office Building in room 406. If you go in your program, there's information about it, Monday activities. It tells you exactly where to go, where to be. We're going to hear from several people who have been working on the Hill, some for a long time. We're going to hear from 2 chiefs of staff for different members, and then we're going to hear from the legislative director for one member and a legislative assistant from another. They'll talk about issues that their Congress people are working on, their bosses are working on, and they'll talk to you a little bit about their pathways to the Hill. So it's very exciting. We're also going to give you tips. So some people I know have never visited a member office and this is your first time in DC, never fear. We're going to give you some tips about how to have a good congressional visit. So I hope that people are fired up and ready to go to the Hill and to talk to their representatives and their representatives and senators about the issues that you care about most. A lot of issues were talked about today. We're going to talk about a few right now, but make your voice heard. Don't miss this opportunity. You're in DC right now across the river. People are making decisions that affect your life, not someone else's life, although they affect people around the world, but your life, right? Whether or not you are going to have access to the care that you need, whether or not you are going to have access to equal pay, whether or not you are going to be free from violence in your school or in your community. This is your turn. This is your chance to get heard. So come on Monday, learn about the issues more, learn how to have a good congressional visit, and then go and visit your representatives. This is the best way to get your voice heard. You can send an email, you can tweet, but there's nothing like going into the office and saying, hey, I'm here. You're going to have to listen to me. And don't leave until you get heard, okay? As a bonus, we're also going to have a debrief session for people who have visits. And even if you don't have an appointment, you can still go to the office and ask to be heard. You're a constituent. They work for you. So you have a right to go to the office and say, here, I'm here, I want to talk to you, even if you don't have an appointment. So then do that, and then come meet us at the Mott House and tell us how it went. There's a map, again, in the program book. It tells you where the Mott House is. It's right near Dirksen, and it's right near the Supreme Court. And we'll be there, and there will be food. So come, eat the food, and tell us how it went. Okay, so, and if you live in this area and you don't have to go to class on Monday, right? I mean, just come to the Hill, right? Don't go to school. Just come to the Hill and go visit your representative. All right. So can I get people to join me up on the stage? I have one announcement while they're coming up. If you parked here and you need a coupon, these little blue coupons are available for you right out at the registration desk.
Cool. Okay, cool. So are we just pledging already, or? Wait.
Oh, so we are, yes. I just want to remind everybody. Have you filled out your evaluation form yet? Excellent. All right, now's what you've been waiting for, which is we're going to talk about our plan for action on our campuses. And we are going to do a little bit of a round robin as a fresh reminder with our microphones here, which we want to use kind of, we stole them from you before you activated them, superpower activation, that we are going to open up after we go over the campaigns again and talk about some of the different campaigns that have been highlighted this weekend that you've learned about, that you've learned how you can take action. We're going to recap that and then go into the audience with mics so that you all can talk about what you've been inspired to do and take action. I know there's many of you ready and willing to come forward, and we're going to have the mics. I thought we were going to have a stand. I was wrong. I got confused. We're actually going to be delivering the mics to you, so we'll just run through the crowd. So, activism pledges. All right, these are these right now. Hopefully you've got these out or you've already deposited them in the beautiful pink and striped boxes. I get to start with the reproductive health and rights campaigns, but before I do that, if you have not started, if you are not an affiliate of ours, we implore you to be an affiliate of ours. Essentially, we claim you as our own already. We want you to be part of our family. We want to assist you directly. We have so many resources in addition to this national conference that you can avail yourself of. So become an affiliate, start an FMLA. We will walk you through that. This team, we are all here ready to work for and with you to do whatever you want in terms of campus activism around these issues. Reproductive health and rights, the campaigns we've learned about this weekend. Adopt a Clinic campaign. Woo! Yes. Get involved with your local providers, those people on the front lines providing abortions. Help protect them, help be their advocate, and help be an advocate for the women they serve. Also, our birth control access campaign, increase access on your campus and in your community. Our global, oh, did I jump that? Was someone else going to do global? I think we're just going to talk about global.
I want to get some pledges on Adopt a Clinic.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going to do that at the end. Maybe wait. Is that okay? Or no?
We'll do each.
You want to do pledges after each subject? Go or?
Before people have to leave.
Okay. All right, we'll do that. All right. The Adopt a Clinic campaign. I know I had some takers on that because our panel was huge. Who wants to talk about that? So we're going to actually have you all come forward after each campaign. We had, I know some of you all Adopt a Clinic. Woo-hoo. That was my phone. Yeah, we're going to run through. Do you want to come forward? I'll give you the campaign.
Say your name and what you're pledging to do for this semester.
Yay.
Hi, my name is Emily. I go to California Lutheran University over in California, obviously. We are pledging to adopt a clinic because, I don't know, I think we've all experienced some amount of harassment, maybe not at the same level, but nonetheless we know what it's like, and if we can help, damn it, we're going to.
Yeah!
Taverne, we have a pledge over here.
Hi, my name is Catherine. I've already pledged to adopt a clinic, and I'm going to pledge to keep adopting this clinic and keep supporting Dr. Carhart and all the fantastic supporters and providers out there. Thank you.
Yay. Other Adopt a Clinic?
We have someone over there. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Natalie. I'm from Penn State, and I went to Adopt a Clinic because I know people who have been harassed when they were going into these clinics to get abortions. So these are my sisters, my neighbors, who need support.
Excellent.
We have someone here.
Oh, sorry. Let's start with her and I'll bring this to you. Okay.
I'm Alexis, and I'm from Occidental College, and I'm the president of Planned Parenthood Club on my campus, which just got approved 2 weeks ago. And Adopt a Clinic is going to be our first move.
Yeah! Woo!
Hi, I'm Chrissy. I'm from the University of Central Florida. Last summer, we actually helped when there were a lot of protesters in the clinic, like at the clinics in our area, and we now want to adopt one of the clinics in our area to be able to keep helping them.
Yeah!
Go Feminist Nights. Their hashtag got co-opted, but we're still here.
Okay. Anyone else? There's still time. All right. Birth control access. Does anybody want to talk about birth control access? Increasing access to emergency contraception? Or we'll go right on.
Making it inclusive.
Yeah! Right there.
Right. And we have our Global Reproductive Health and Rights campaign. So that was a big one we talked about, reducing maternal mortality and raising awareness about that. Oh, sorry. Reducing maternal mortality, increasing access to birth control for women worldwide, USAID. I wasn't sure if that was you or...
Yeah. So you learned about maternal mortality and the importance of international family planning. One woman dies every 2 minutes. Just think about that. One woman dies every 2 minutes from complications in childbirth and pregnancy around the world. That's 800 women a day. 800 women a day whose lives could have been saved if they had access to contraceptives. 225 million women all around the world want to delay pregnancy but do not have access to contraceptives. The United States is the leading funder of contraceptives across the world. And we have an obligation, actually. The United Nations Millennium Development Goals, MDG 5, governments across the world pledge to have universal access to reproductive health and family planning by this year. Guess what? We don't. So we have to pay our fair share into this program so that people can have access to life-saving contraceptive care, right? So I'm asking you to Tell your representatives when you go on Monday to Congressional Visit Day that they need to increase funding for family planning across the globe. But also, we heard about safe abortion care today. As you heard from Sarah Sipple, in the United States, politics is preventing women across the world from having access to safe abortion services in cases of rape, incest, and life endangerment. It's an abomination. It's an abomination. So we can do something about it. You can use the hashtag HelmsHurts, but you can also organize on your campuses, tell other people about it. If you want to, we have a toolkit that's in your packet right now. You can use that toolkit to organize on your campuses. But also, I can't stress enough, when you're in DC tomorrow, tell your representatives that you want them to increase funding for family planning and that you think that they should support efforts to get President Obama to change the interpretation of the Helms Amendment to allow for safe abortion services in cases of rape, war rape where it's being used as a weapon of war. This is torture for these women, torture. They deserve access to safe abortion care around the world. So if you want to pledge now to do something about global access to birth control and safe abortion services, do so now, please. Pledge.
Well, in a way, everybody's going to be doing it tomorrow for that Congressional Education Day, but this is a really meaningful campaign. Sorry, I keep on yelling at it. Well, shall we? What? Right.
Use your voice. Come on, speak out.
Yeah. You got hit.
I'm gonna take that hashtag to my campus and do the photo campaign on Twitter.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
And also, if anyone, I saw already the hashtag being used, especially during Sarah Sippel's talk earlier. So if you've already done something on Twitter, raise your hand. Or if you've already, there we go.
Right.
Yeah, if you've already started using the hashtag and using that photo.
Great.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Hashtag HelmsHurts.
Hashtag HelmsHurts.
Marzia.
Now tell me, who believes global women's rights matter? And tell me what you can do to help. I know there is a lot you can do, but you can advocate for immigrant reform. You can campaign for immigration reform. Thank you. You can campaign for CEDA ratification, and you can push the U.S. support in Afghanistan, or mentor a GLI chapter. Yeah.
We've got someone in the back. All
Who
right.
here has signed our petition to keep support troops in Afghanistan? Raise your hand. Who signed our petition? Who's going to sign our petition right now? Go there on your phone right now. It's on our website. If you go to feminist.org, you can get to our campaign website. Oh, it's on the screen. Go to our website, put in your zip code, and send an email to your representatives and to President Obama saying that we need to keep support troops in Afghanistan. We cannot risk the progress that Afghan women and girls, women like Marzia, have made, right?
Galen, we have someone right here.
Wonderful.
One thing I'm going to do and I want to encourage everyone to do is just start conversations, especially about women in Afghanistan and about standing next to them and educating more people, because that's where it all starts. Like you said, talking about it is one way to make something happen. So that's my plan.
Anybody else? I like that enthusiasm.
I'm Megan. I'm from Kansas City. I actually, for one of my classes, human trafficking and sex trafficking was my topic for our discussion this semester. And so I have a director of Kansas City Street Hope who helps domestic sex slavery victims in Kansas City, and he's coming to my campus to speak on that issue along with what's happening globally. And as someone who wants to help human trafficking victims, it's not just a foreign issue, it's a domestic issue, and it's happening everywhere. So just raising awareness, whether it's domestic or foreign, is a big thing.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Caitlin from Georgia Tech, and I'm starting a club. And this week we're having our first meeting to talk about girls' education worldwide. And we're going to be supporting a girl to be the first in her family to graduate from high school. And we're really excited.
Anybody else before I head back out? No? All right. Wait. Raise your hand again. Okay.
So along with the previous woman who talked about human trafficking, we are trying to get funding to partner with a women's studies class and go to an anti-human trafficking conference in Toledo in Ohio, because Toledo has some of the highest rates of trafficking in the country. And because we know that so many of those women are immigrant women, we're also hoping to have an open forum on our campus for undocumented people to talk about their legal issues, whether that's like lack of access to wages, and talk with the local community and refugee and immigration services to address specifically what the Somali population in Columbus needs as terms of immigration services and counsel.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right, so now we're going to the state capitals campaign. Are you ready to start your state capitals campaign watch team, or your state capital watch team, or to participate in a state capital watch team? I know that there's a group in the back that was inspired in the way back. Yes, that wanted to talk about they were inspired by some other students who had been doing some really cool things on their campus.
Speak into the mic, DeVern.
Sorry. Oh my gosh. It's the end of a great weekend.
Hi, thanks.
Yes, I'll let you speak now if you can identify your name.
Hi, my name's Alex Austin. I'm from the JMU Feminist Collective. I'm the president there. Yeah. Brought my whole team. I was really inspired today. It was actually in the caucus meeting where we were in like our regional areas, and I got to speak to Karina Beal. Sorry, I had to write it down because I was going to forget. And she was a total inspiration to me, and we're definitely going to work towards, there was another person that I was speaking to from Hood College, and they were talking about doing a mock General Assembly and talking to actual legislators that are in the state and how they can get involved politically and getting kids to vote on their campus and being involved with the issues that are going on right now currently. So we're going to definitely work towards getting that on our campus.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyone else? No?
State Capitol watch. All right. Well,
What is next?
let's do sex positivity.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, we will. Okay, so now we're going to talk about sex positivity. Woohoo! Yeah. So this is one of our newer toolkits. It's in your folder. Definitely check it out. So we have an activism pledge. There are lots of things you can do on your campus in terms of making your campus a more sex-positive, inclusive space. And I'm talking about sex positivity and inclusivity for all gender identities, all types of sex. Just generally creating a culture of positivity and respect. There was something that was said in the sex positivity panel by one of our amazing panelists, Bevan, and she was saying that sex positivity is an antidote to rape culture. And I really think that's true. I think that it creates respect, and respect battles rape culture. So, who would like to bring sex positivity to their campus?
All of y'all. I know you do.
All right, here and then there.
Can you hold for me? I'm going to
Yeah.
sign.
Okay.
All right. So I am the president of my club at Frederick Community College, and I have been passed down the tradition of hosting a... Oh my gosh, I'm speaking two languages at the same time. Sorry, it's like, okay. So, so I have been passed down a consent campaign, and we do this every semester, every year, depending upon different things. And so we have a table, and sometimes we have speakers come and like talk about different things. Like we had people from HIPS, if you know who they are, they're amazing. We had people from Slut Walk come and like talk to the students on our campus, and it's really good to start dialogue. And we've had people from all sorts of walks of life come and just describe different kinds of things within consent culture and asking people why consent is important to them or why it's mandatory, and asking people to do the hashtag consent is mandatory on Twitter and Facebook. And so I will definitely continue that tradition on my campus.
Yay, thank you. I saw other hands here.
So I'm the co-president of an organization called LUS, which stands for Listening and Understanding Sexuality Together. Basically, we exist to talk about sex and make everyone realize that it's totally great and fantastic. Yeah, and it's the best thing that has ever happened. I'm going to try to continue fostering that organization, which has been really successful on our campus, but also I want to make a panel of porn stars to come to our school, because who doesn't want to listen to porn stars come and talk about all of that? Like, that would be so rad. So that's what I'm going to do.
Thank you. Over here, I saw some hands earlier. No? Oh, perfect. I'm headed to the back.
Hello, I'm Brianna 80, and I go to J. Sargent Reynolds Community College in Richmond, Virginia. And I'm the vice president of the GSA there, and I want to try to bring like condoms to our campus, and so people have access to free condoms. And also, we don't really have any sort of feminist organization there, so I want to try to bring a feminist like group to our campus.
Yay! Anybody else? Sex positivity? Ooh, way in the back. Perfect.
Hi, my name is CJ. I'm the vice president of the JMU Feminist. Oh, hi. Okay. I'm the vice president of JMU Feminist Collective, and okay, it keeps going in and out. Anyway, I want to propose sexual positivity on our campus. I want to propose sexual positivity on our campus by having a project condom to support safe sex, as well as to support talking about sex and creating an open dialogue on our campus. And also through, oh, come on, one of you just whispered it to me. Okay, never mind. Apparently just project condom.
Thank you. Thank you. So the next thing that we have in our activism pledge that we're going to go over is growing your group's strength and influence. That means coalition building, fundraising, recruitment, running for student government, having a presence on your campus, creating an intersectional, inclusive space on your campus for all forms of different kinds of identities, and making sure that everyone feels welcome and that you're reaching different groups. Who wants to pledge to do that, to focus on growing their base? Everybody should say yes. I can't hear you. Woo! Wait, that scream was not made for the microphone.
Should I go? Okay. Hi, I'm Bree. I go to the University of Redlands in California. She also does. She didn't say it. I don't know why. Anyway, so I work in the Women's Center on our campus, and it's been around for a very long time. It's probably about 15 years old, but I think there's always room for growth. We plan a lot of really great events, but we don't really have like a membership. So my plan is really to bring like the Feminist Majority Foundation to the campus and create our own leadership alliance. And I think through doing that, we'll be able to just like broaden our horizons and really like do a lot of coalition building, because I think there's always room for growth. And I think I've had a trouble like raising my hand, because I think these things, gender violence and sexuality and like sex positivity, everything is like important for the Women's Center. So I pledge to do all of it, I guess, because I'm crazy. So.
Hello. Okay, I'm Casey. I'm from South Dakota State University Campus Women's Coalition. I'm the Health and Sexuality Director, and we are going to start doing, hopefully, committees, because right now it's kind of just the four of us directors doing everything, and we want to kind of start getting people to join and do committees to get people involved and active on our campus, because it's kind of gone down, and so we want to get it back on our campus. So, yeah.
Hi, I'm Michaela. I go to Northern Virginia Community College, and we actually don't have a feminist organization at my campus. So me and 2 others are trying to get together and start one and promote sex positivity and all of that great stuff.
Yeah. All right. Talk to Alyssa. Next, we have workers' rights. We're asking to see if anyone would like to pledge to advance the women's economic agenda, campaign to end sweatshops, raise the minimum wage to an actual living wage. So anyone want to pledge to do that? Any pledges out there? Any takers?
Got someone over here?
Hi, I'm Rachel. I go to Appalachian State. I work for an organization called Ignite North Carolina. It's a nonprofit based in Durham. And our focus this semester is actually with Raise Up 15. It's a minimum wage increasing organization about raising the minimum wage in the South because the South has the highest rate of people working for minimum wage, and it's focusing on fast food workers, health care workers, and adjunct professors. And there's a huge mobilization on April 15th. So if anybody wants to, they don't have to travel, but if they want to, they can. If they want to just do something on the campus to have some sort of like involvement in the gigantic mobilization on April 15th, that would be awesome because it's going to be great.
Woo! I'm Maggie from Ball State University, and I'm going to pledge to try to raise minimum wage for student workers, at least on our campus, because we only make $7.25. And then there's a cap on top of that you can only make up to $9, and I want to get rid of that cap because there are jobs that people need they deserve more than $9 an hour, because if you're living off campus, you need more funds than that to live. Amen.
All right, awesome. So I'm actually going to pledge to advance LGBTQ rights on campuses. We had an amazing discussion in our Queering Your Campus panel. So I'm going to follow up with all my students that are trying to make this national sort of gender-inclusive housing, gender-inclusive restrooms, and much more on our campuses across the country. So if anybody else is pledging to do that with me or with all of us, actually, let us know. We want to hear your pledge.
So it might not be nationally, but I'm definitely going to work to reclaim our school's disbanded GSTA. So
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, my name is Alicia Drew, and I'm the Assistant Director of Women's Programs at IUP, Indiana University of Pennsylvania. I actually brought my niece here today. She's going to be mad at me after this, but she's in middle school, so she's kind of young, and I know a lot of the attention that we focus is on the college campus, but I hope to take some of this information back so we can start working with youth so that they can feel safe and feel empowered to come to events like this and make change in the world.
Yeah!
Awesome!
It's me again. I am going to go straight to administration, and I'm going to make them, because I can do that, right? And I'm going to make them turn all of the single-stall restrooms into gender-neutral bathrooms instead of family bathrooms, because what the fuck is the point of that?
I am going to work with Sarah, who I just met, and Nancy to do things for my QSA at my school, like start safe space training for our faculty and staff.
Where are my people from Illinois? Are you still here, Illinois? Oh, there. Woo! And what about Virginia? Woo! Guess what I'm going to start talking about? Equal Rights Amendment, the ERA. So in Illinois and Virginia, the Equal Rights Amendment was voted on in the state houses of both Illinois and Virginia, and it passed last year, and we need to take it over the top. So it's really important for people in Illinois and people in Virginia, Virginia, to get involved and make sure that you talk to your state legislators, that we want to get the ERA passed in Virginia, we want to get the ERA passed in Illinois. We only need 3 more states to ratify the ERA, so this is really important. That's 2 already. And then we can take it over the top. So Virginia, my Virginia people, are you going to pledge to work with me on the ERA? Woo! Any other people are going to pledge with me to work in the ERA no matter where you live?
Alrighty, I guess this leads to the last one that we're trying to pledge for today. Is anybody here interested in ending gender violence, not just in our campus, but also in our communities? Anybody pledging to take action against sexual assault on campus and improve campus sexual assault policy?
My name is Sandra from the University of Pittsburgh, and our campus is actually doing a lot through the administration and student groups all throughout the campus to end gender-based violence and spread awareness about consent and what qualifies as sexual assault and harassment. And something that I was really inspired by this conference is that sometimes when the fight feels hopeless, when I feel like my efforts are futile, I can look back to all of you guys and all of the people who put this amazing conference on and know that not only can we do it, we have to do it, and we will do it. Yeah. We will make a difference.
Does it work? Okay, yeah. Oh. Hi, everyone. I'm Melissa. I'm from Penn State, our Abington campus. It is a Commonwealth campus. It's not University Park. And I'm sure that you've heard about the fraternity, and it's actually on the website for the feministcampus.org and things like that. So even though we're not on that campus, even though people might think because you're a part of another campus, it's not your problem, it's all of our problem. So the fraternity was posting pictures on a Facebook page of unconscious women that were, undressed, and we're putting this on the Facebook page for everybody in the fraternity to see. That's not okay at all. And just because, we're not going to let them know that it's okay for them to do that. They need to be prosecuted. It is a sex crime. Yeah. So, we're not sure our plan of action yet, but we are going to go to administration and let them know that we are watching them. They need to take action because if they don't, we will.
Yeah! Hello, I'm Katie from Salem State University, Massachusetts. I'm the Vice President of the Women's Center. I'll be graduating. So this semester, we want to do I don't know if everyone's seen the campaign with the panty liners. I can't remember the artist's name, or I can't pronounce it correctly. Yes. What was the name? No, it was with the panty liner, and they would have the quote on it, like, rape society was as disgusted with rape as it were with periods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we wanted to, that's been like all over Tumblr, all over Facebook, and that's really inspired us because we've had some issues raising awareness of things. We do have a really great club on campus already called CISA, Campus Educators Against Sexual Assault, and they do a lot of things with the freshmen during orientation, but then it doesn't seem like a lot of their programs are reached further than that. So as a Women's Center, last semester especially, we did a lot of things based around sexual assault on campus, and we want to continue that. So it's kind of like our little guerrilla campaign for on campus and we're going to have a good discussion afterwards just to sort of continue that discussion.
Hi, I'm Maggie. I'm from Vanderbilt, and there's been a lot of controversial and terrible things happening at our campus with the rape trial that just concluded. And our organization, Vanderbilt Feminists, is going to be helping to structure a 1-hour credit course that's necessary for all freshmen to take coming in, so they can learn about issues like sexual assault and sexual violence and rape on campus. Woo! Woo!
Hi, it's me again. So I am in the midst of planning Take Back the Night and Sexual Assault Awareness Week on my campus, and from all of the inspiration of this conference, I really want to review the sexual assault policy word for word on our campus. I've started to feel kind of humbled just learning about everything else. And on the one hand, I want to say I feel lucky for our sexual assault policy on campus, but I think I need, as like someone who's graduating next year and working in the Women's Center, I want to make sure that it really is as good as it can be. And I've learned it's so easy to talk to the representative for Redlands, California, and also the police department. So why not just make sure it's perfect?
Woo!
Hi, my name is Katie. I go to high school in Virginia, and I pledge to continue fighting to get curriculum about sexual violence and consent into my county's high school program and hopefully statewide, because we need to talk about consent to high schoolers. You know, you don't go onto a college campus and become a rapist. It starts when you're younger than that, and we need to start talking to teenagers about it before they get to college, and that preventing it before it happens is so important. So I pledge to keep doing that.
So we wanted to invite, are there any other campaigns we may not have mentioned that you all want to undertake? Something else you'd like to say? Yes, please.
You in purple and then Maggie from Ball State again, but I pledge to help with my friend. With the help from my friend, we're going to bring more awareness to women in STEM. I know it wasn't really talked about here, but we really are adamant about making a panel and trying to get the knowledge out there that this is something that women aren't particularly favored in, and so we need to have women in these fields to help make it less gender biased.
Hi, it's also me again. I'm sorry, not sorry. So one of the things that my campus has been really good about is ecofeminism, and we're actually not strictly with my club in particular, but with some faculty members on our campus. In I think like 2 weeks, we're gonna have like a fragrance-free or something, like basically like kind of raising awareness of the chemicals within like cleaners and perfumes and makeup and stuff like that. And we did something last year where we basically gave people recipe cards on how to make some of these products, you know, low cost at home without the harsh chemicals in them. So, you know, I want to make sure people are aware like that is a side of feminism that exists, because I didn't know it existed until a year ago. So.
Hello, I'm Tracy from Morehead State in Kentucky, and we just started a campaign to expose the dishonest tactics of our local crisis pregnancy center.
Woo! Go ahead. So I'm Adrian from Chase Collegiate High School, and we're working on educating people on women with disabilities, and that despite being disabled, no means no and yes means yes. Woo!
Okay, I'm Kara. I'm from West Virginia, and for my Psych of Women class, we had to do a take action project, and I'm actually starting a feminine hygiene product drive for local shelters in the community, and we're trying to present it at the Tri-State Conference, which is going to be held on our campus this year. I go to Marshall. I didn't say that. And our end goal is to create a huge map and to highlight each state, county, city, anything that we have reached through this. We're from a very small town, so it's going to be very hard, but I thought this was the perfect opportunity because you guys are obviously from everywhere. So if I could somehow contact you guys and maybe get it up on the site or the Facebook page
feministcampus.org.
or something, then all of you could maybe help and we could reach our end goal of getting as many states and cities as we can. So
Absolutely.
Also post it on our Facebook page and we'll continue
Our Facebook, our Twitter, we have an Instagram and a Tumblr. Check it all out. It's all Feminist Campus.
Hi, my name is Awale, and I'm the student government president at my campus, and I pledge to make Pennsylvania the third state to ratify ERA. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to try. Oh, Penn State campus, sorry.
Anybody else? Right.
Hi, how's it going? My name is Lavisa. I work for an anti-human trafficking nonprofit in DC called Fair Girls. We serve girl and women youth survivors of commercial sex trafficking. And although over 90% of the women that we serve are of color, primarily African American, there has been very little discussion within the organization generally about the intersection of gender, race, class, and human trafficking. In light of the Black Lives Matter hashtag, there was more discussion going on at my organization, and there was some talk about like maybe we could host a panel discussion at my alma mater, Howard University. So I will pledge to spearhead this campaign. And if anybody is maybe interested in speaking on this panel, please chase me down and give me your card.
On my way.
Wait, should I just go ahead? Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, you sure? Okay. Sorry, it's me again. I go to Appalachian State University. I'm Rachel. And we've already started a lot of sexual assault policy changes in our code and the way that our crime alerts, like clear is complied with. But I want to make sure that we put pressure on the administration that in their dealings with our diversity issue, that they don't fragment them, because right now they deal with one, then they deal with the other. And so our big focus this semester, before the year is over, is to have a sexual assault policy initiative that is focused on women of color on our campus. And we actually had a big win today. I got a grant today, so we're gonna get a speaker that's a feminist Black lesbian to come to Appalachian State University. If you know what that means, it's Appalachian State University. So it's a bit, I don't know, it's crazy. We're in the South, so I'm really excited. Woo! And we're gonna keep pushing it. Woo!
All right, hi, I'm Megan. I'm from JMU University. I'm a freshman, and they are also freshmen. And we pledge to come back next year with even more people.
Yeah!
Anybody else? Am I missing anyone? Oh, in the front again.
I got you.
So this isn't really a pledge, but I want to explain something really quick with the family bathrooms. They're for people with children because a lot of times they'll use the disabled bathroom. And there's this one time when I was in public, there wasn't a family bathroom. This woman was in there with her 5 kids. And she didn't get out of there in time and ended up peeing myself and just crying. So there's a reason for family bathrooms.
Well, I'm not going to take them away. They're just going to explain that they're also gender neutral and that they have multiple purposes. Two signs.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to clarify.
And also just having these discussions on campus and coming together and sort of like making it a safe space and being able to discuss these complex issues, like that's really important, like raising awareness on campus. So, yes.
So, it's now that time. If you haven't finished your activism pledge and given it to us, please do it. Your evaluation forms. We have to see each and every one of you tomorrow for Congressional Education Day, and we want to end on a big chant. What do you think? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Woo! All right. Nancy? All right.
So, I think we're all mainly students in here. So, who's got the power?
We got the power.
What kind of power?
Feminist power.
Also student power, millennial power, awesome people power. But let's start all over. So what should we do? Student power, millennial power, feminist power? What do y'all? Millennial. Voting, millennial, and one more? Student. So we'll do all of it. Okay. So we'll start with millennial, voting, and
stand as you are able.
So who's got the power?
We got the power.
What kind of power?
Feminist power.
Who's got the power?
We got the power.
What kind of power?
Millennial power.
Who's got the power?
We got the power.
What kind of power?
Voting power.
Everything, yes. I love you all. Thanks for coming. It was amazing. Woo! Any last remarks?
Thank you all for attending and coming to the 11th Annual National Young Feminist Leadership Conference. I want to say that this conference was made by you, brought to you, and we're thankful for all your input, insight, and having these great conversations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is that yours?
It's yours. Fragrances.
I was dying. I died. I am a ghost right now. I am not here. I am a ghost.
I am undead.
I have risen.